Hello everyone, my name is Sergeant First Class James J.B. Webb, the 10th Combat Aviation Brigade Equal Opportunity Advisor. Welcome to the 10th Mountain Division and Fort Drum's Days of Remembrance Observance. Here at the 10th Mountain Division, we believe in honoring the past and changing the future. Each year, the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum commemorates the day and leads the nation in remembering and honoring the more than 6 million Jewish people and millions of non-Jewish who faced Nazi persecution. The day was established for October 7, 1980 by the United States Congress. It is a time for us to remember that what we do or choose not to do matters.
The National Socialist Party, or Nazi Party, came to power in Germany January 1933, under the belief that those born of pure Germanic descent were superior to all other races. These Nazis believed that mingling with people of other cultures and beliefs was wrong. At first, Nazis were not allowed to marry outside their race, believing it would pollute the bloodline of pure Germans. As the Nazi Party gained power all over Germany and Europe, the segregation increased. Suddenly, other races couldn't work in the same buildings as pure white Germans. They couldn't eat in the same restaurants or shop in the same stores. The party also persecuted on political, ideological, and behavioral grounds. Some of these were directed at socialists, Jehovah's Witnesses, and homosexuals. Russians, Polish, Roma, and especially the Jews were forced from their homes to live in ghettos, isolated communities where they were forced to live among their own kind. The life of a Jew in the new Third Reich became cramped, hungry, and unbearable. With public disfavor of the Jews and others so high, it was easy for Nazi Party leader Hitler and his cabinet to enact the final solution: the Nazis' answer to the Jewish question. What do we do with these Jews? The ghettos were emptied, and their occupants put on trains that would take them to the concentration camps, to either be worked to death or simply to be executed. Millions of ordinary people witnessed the crimes of the Holocaust all over Europe. They watched from the countryside, the city squares, from stores and schools, and from their homes. This genocide didn't have an official title then, but among the Jewish people who survived it, it became known as Shoah, the catastrophe. Now we refer to it as the Holocaust, which in Greek means sacrifice by fire. It has become a name synonymous with destruction and devastation. In every blind eye turned, the Nazi Party found countless accomplices who became complicit in these crimes through their inactions. The Week of Remembrance is set aside to honor and remember the victims of the Holocaust and their liberators, so that we never forget the great atrocities of which mankind is capable, and to remember the strength of the human spirit.
Our heritage is just as important today as it was over 75 years ago. With each new generation of warfighter, we must pass along the understanding of what we do or choose not to do matters. The generations before us chose to act, and we must continue to act.
We must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented.
Without memory, there is no culture. Without memory, there would be no civilization, no society, and no future.
No human race is superior. No religious faith is inferior. All collective judgments are wrong, only racists make them.
A person who hates one group will end up hating everyone and ultimately hating themselves.
It all happened so fast. The ghetto, the deportation, the sealed cattle car, the fiery altar upon which the history of our people and the future of mankind were meant to be sacrificed.
Monsters exist, but they are too few to be truly dangerous. Most dangerous are the common man, functionaries ready to believe and act without asking questions.
Thou shalt not be a victim. Thou shalt not be a perpetrator. But above all, thou shalt not be a passive bystander.
To forget the Holocaust is to kill twice.
Surely, there's no more wretched sign in a human body unloved for and uncared for.
The Holocaust stands alone as the most horrible human event in modern civilization.
For the dead and living, we must bear witness.
Never shall I forget the little faces of the children whose bodies turned into wreaths of smoke beneath the silent blue sky.
The Holocaust is a vital part of our history. It illustrates a time that persecution and lack of action allowed for the unnecessary murder of millions. However, it also illustrates the Allies' resolve to end the atrocities and liberate those who had been persecuted. Liberating these camps demonstrated the strength of humanity during one of the weakest moments in our recorded history.
The actions taken by people during this period to hide, evacuate, shelter, and protect those being persecuted demonstrates dignity and respect and shows the strength of the human spirit.
The impact of the Holocaust can be seen today, even within our own formations, and it serves to empower all of us by allowing us to understand what we choose or choose not to do matters.
The 10th Mountain Division is based upon a bedrock of trust. We understand that the strength of our formation is diversity combined with dignity and respect. The atrocities faced during the Holocaust period goes against the very foundation of this division. Our warrior ethos charges us to move past neutrality and answer the call of the oppressed. The same call answered by previous generations is still answered today. The sun never sets on the 10th Mountain Division patch, and neither should our duty to protect those who cannot protect themselves. History has shown that evil people will attempt evil events in life. We must stand ready to fight that evil. This will help us remain ready now and relevant for tomorrow. Climb to glory.